What if I told you the true spirit of the Philippines can be found in its furthest border? Is it worth the journey to the southernmost tip of the Philippines? This isn't just a place on a map. It shows how big and diverse our nation is. From amazing stilt houses to lively markets, Sitangkai gives you a view of the Philippines you won't find anywhere else. Get ready to see something new and discover why this special spot is a must-see. Let's explore. Hey explorers, it's Nat from the Traveling Foxes, and if you're new to my channel, I love sharing adventures and activities to inspire the wanderlust within you. So we were supposed to leave around 6 a.m. but since it's low tide, the boat couldn't come and get us from the dock in the resort where I'm staying. So now it's a little past 7 and the boat's not here yet, so there is a little bit of a delay in our itinerary. So we had to rent a 25,000 peso speedboat. It does sound a little bit steep, and that is because it is actually really far where we will be going to, so it's going to consume a lot of diesel. There are other ways to get to Sitangkai, but they said that if you take the standard ferry, which goes to these smaller islands, it's going to take you at least 3 days. 3 days to travel to Sitangkai. So apparently the speedboat's going to be 2 hours, quite far, but I will confirm all that information once I get to the area where we are heading. But yeah, 25,000 divided by 6 packs, and then for the island hopping tour itself, it ended up to be around 1,700 pesos, and that includes the food, entrance fees, and just the tour. To those of you who haven't seen my previous vlogs, I am staying in Bihing Tahik Resort. As you can see, it's super beautiful. It's one of the luxury resorts you could find here in Tawi-Tawi. If you want details of that, I'll leave it in the description below. Still no sign of the boat, but yeah, super excited for today and excited to show you guys what I'll be seeing later. Hi guys, just a quick intermission as I want to introduce to you the preset that I am using for this video. It's called Dehancer. And what I like about Dehancer is it has a lot of different filters or presets that you can use that emulates the old school camera. So what I also really like about it is it was super easy to install the program. Considering me, I am not a very technical person, installing it into my Final Cut Pro was quite easy, and it was like just downloaded and ready to go. If you want to check out Dehancer, I will leave the details below, and let's go back to the video. So you can rent dive gear here at the shop, and you can also go diving in Sitangkai. So, but I don't think we're doing that today. We're just going to snorkel, probably rent some fins. But they have masks, fins, also life jackets, and anything you need especially if you don't know how to swim.
No rush, no rush.
Okay, our boat has arrived. Guys, we are slowly entering the municipality of Sitangkai, and it's a little bit low tide, but it's super clear. Yeah, there are some fishermen. It is a massive town actually. There are a lot of houses, but we're just making our way slowly so we don't scrape the boats.
Venice of the south of the Philippines. Yeah. Everything's by boat. Morning. Yun.
I'm Bas Malabdol from Sitangkai, Panglima Alari, Barangay. Dito sa Sitangkai, merong 9 na barangay. Sa proper na to, merong 4, Panglima Alari, yung dito, tapos poblasyon, doon naman sa pupuntan natin yung Dato Baginda Puti at saka Imam sa PE, yung nandun sa dulo. Yung 5 island, nasa ibang ibang barangay, nasa ibang island pa. So yung pupuntahan natin ngayon ay yung Boulevard muna.
So Sitangkai used to be purely Badjao, and it used to be part of Sulu province. But right now, it's part of Tawi-Tawi, and it's a melting pot of different cultures. This blend of cultures is mostly visible in the town's daily life. While the Badjao people, often called sea gypsies, are deeply tied to the sea through fishing and their nomadic history, other communities like the Sama and Tausug have also made Sitangkai their home. Their different traditions and way of life, from seaweed farming to trade, have all contributed to the town's rich and resilient character. It's a place where history and modern life coexist, creating a unique identity that is truly Sitangkai.
Anong tawag dyan? It's like Squid Game.
Yeah, Squid Games.
It's a wrong movie for.
Are there 2 toilets? Heading to the toilet now. Just make sure we step safely. Leave my bag outside. So as you know, the houses are on stilts, so there's no sewage system, no waste management system. So I'm going to go to the toilet and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, straight to the ocean it goes.
Don't fall in.
What is it?
This is a local delicacy. They made it.
Make it.
Anong pangalan? Munchkin.
That's it from Dunkin' Donuts.
Munchkin, chocolate.
It's a local delicatessen called Munchkin from Dunkin' Donuts. Here you go, man.
Ito ko yun. Oh,
Masarap.
so,
So Sitangkai is also known to be one of the poorer municipalities here in the Philippines, but a lot of them make their living from the seaweed industry, and the food is all fresh seafood from the ocean. That's pretty much how they are growing frequently as a community.
Jen.
Here's some of the seaweed. Nice. So we are passing by an area where they are drying out the seaweeds.
Saan income nila?
After 7 days, gagamutin namin yan. Sama yung galing niya, oh. Multi-level parking.
So one question I had, I mean, anyone who has lived in the Philippines for a very long time knows that typhoons hit the Philippines year on year, at least maybe, I don't know, 20 to 100 typhoons. And it makes you wonder how these houses survive getting hit by typhoons. So apparently, because we are in the southwest area, closer to Sabah, Malaysia, than we are to the Philippines, then this area actually does not get hit by typhoons. So it kind of makes us understand better why these houses, they seem like they could just be washed away by one big typhoon, but it's been standing for so long. So you can see that this area really is not prone to typhoons. It feels like a normal town in the Philippines except on stilts. The culture feels still very Filipino Muslim. Just the general ambience. People seem really friendly. People are going on about with their days. Even if tourism is, I think, not that prevalent yet, they seem to be used to tourists already visiting. What really impresses me are the cement houses, because you know it's veering away from the traditional homes like on this side, and you have the more sophisticated homes being built in this area. And sometimes it makes me wonder, you know, like, yes, I get it's a community here, but I wonder why some people would prefer to live in an area where, you know, it's completely isolated from society, it's completely isolated from things that are super accessible. So the boat ride, the speedboat we took coming here took around 1 hour 30 minutes. So for them to be close to any sort of town takes, you know, that long, and even longer because the speedboat is a lot faster than the standard boats they have in the island. So here is the official signage that says that this is the Venice of the South. Whew. So I did ask as well, what is the tourism like here in the island? And apparently they can get some weeks with 0 tourists and some days they get 2. So it really varies a lot, but you can see that it's still very minimal. So we are now in the municipal hall as we will register our names in the system.
So ito na yung last name.
Ito yung last one.
Now we are entering the area where in its actual land. So this is the beach area. So this is the first ever mosque of Sitangkai. So you can see that we are now inland. Finally, some soil.
Nandito na yung part ng land. Banda doon naman
Hmm.
banda naman doon yung mga bagong graveyard at saka yung planta or garden.
Alright guys, this marks the end of our tour around Sitangkai Island. I hope you found it educational and maybe one day you might want to visit as well. I'm gonna have a playlist of all my adventures here in Tawi-Tawi, so if you wanna check it out, I hope you can like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next adventure. Bye for now!